I saw the clip from that one show where she seemed like she high. Like she was on, like she was like and slurring her words. I was like, damn, girl, who let you on air like that? Then
You ready, director? Action, okay. This is Set the Bar. Put you on notice podcast. Y'all know who it is, man. It's the boy, Mr. Watcha what? Watcha TONE. And I'm sitting here with my main man, you know what I'm saying, Barney, Mr. B.
how we doing?
You know
How we
what I'm saying?
doing?
You good?
Yeah,
You
I'm
good?
Fantastic. How you doing?
Man, I'm great, man. You know,
Okay.
honestly, I forgot my card. Where's my card again? You know, I never really gave you your flowers or, you know, actually acknowledge what you really do. You know what I mean? So I think it's time for us to go ahead and let the people know who you work for and your true title as being a director of.
All right, so I'm the director of Paramount Financial Strategies. It's a firm out in Waukesha, Wisconsin. With a team of about 14 partners, business partners. We manage close to $1 billion in assets, and I've been doing this for 17 years.
Okay, go crazy. No, first, man, we got cheers. Cheers, you know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Salute, man. Y'all know.
It's the only real job I've ever had.
Hey, you clearly get money out here, B.
We try.
You know.
We try.
Hey, no, you know what? We here at Lotus Slate. Shout out to Slate. Shout out to everybody.
Thank
you know,
you.
here at Lotus Slate, man. Doug, Joey, I appreciate you guys as always for allowing us to take advantage of this space.
Yep.
Man. But
Fantastic
you know,
space.
We're here on Set the Bar. We pretty much like to discuss financial knowns and unknowns and talk a little bit about, you know, things that we weren't taught as a kid and things that we still want to know more about.
Yes.
So that's what we do here for Set the Bar.
Yep.
Last episode we talked a little bit about cryptocurrency.
Ooh, that was a talk.
It was a talk, as
That
well
was
as
a
the
talk.
Robin Hood conversation. I don't know. Y'all got to tune in to that. But also, while y'all, you know what I'm saying, go on and Put Your Nose podcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all of that jazz, man. Please subscribe to Put Your Notice podcast.
Yep.
You know what I
Wherever
mean?
you get your podcast, subscribe.
There you go. There you go. But last episode we did talk about the crypto. A lot of stuff has happened since our conversation.
Oh yeah. The market has been crazy. The government has talked to Robinhood about the whole thing with GameStop. I mean, it's been a lot has happened between all of our shows. It's money never stops.
You know, one thing we failed to talk about was you know, the fact that kid lost his life.
Unfortunately, yes.
Or no, not necessarily lost his life. He took his own
life. Yeah. Because of the fact that, you know, basically unregulated trading. He thought he owed $700,000.
Okay.
He was incorrect. However, without investigating, he took his own life, unfortunately. And that shows you the stress that people have around money.
Facts.
You know, and that's why we're trying to have this conversation so that you guys can be a little bit more comfortable with yourselves and with your money.
Facts. And I think it's definitely huge. You know, I've had my, you know, bumps in the road where, you know, money definitely stressed me out, and you know, but we were, and that's gonna lead into today's discussion, really.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. That was a good talk last week.
That's definitely
That
gonna
was
lead into today's discussion where we're gonna talk about some of the financial myths you've been taught.
Yes.
You know, what are some of the financial myths that you've been taught?
Oh, yeah, from a young age, I was taught that if things are more expensive, they're better. It was always the most expensive thing was what you wanted, whether it was the right thing or not. I learned now as you get older and you start having a budget, you realize that maybe sometimes you can find a better deal than what's most expensive. You also learn that sometimes the most expensive thing isn't even made that nice.
Facts.
You know, it's expensive because of the
brand.
Yeah, because of the brand. Someone's promoting it. You know, things like that. I would say the second one was credit cards are evil. Never have a credit card.
That's something I was told as well.
Yeah, but in reality, credit is good if it's used properly. It's good to create a credit score for yourself. It's good so that when you want to buy something and get a loan, you have a credit track record.
And like I told you the first episode, I didn't know what credit was until it was, you know, until I knew I had bad credit. I didn't even realize
that's like most of us.
I wasn't working on building myself up
Yep.
to, you know, to be on a successful route, you know, financially.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think that you just found out at the end instead of at the beginning?
I would say my upbringing.
Okay.
I would say, you know, maybe my parents weren't taught certain things, or maybe they didn't know certain things, and you know, it trickled down to the simple fact that, you know, we were pretty much teaching each other. I would say. Like,
and I think most families don't talk about money.
Right.
I think one of the things that we have to learn is that we need to teach each other about money.
Right.
You learn something good, I want to know about it.
Right.
And if I learn something good, I need to tell you about it, because most of our parents, they don't talk about money with their kids. They don't say don't do this, because most parents, if they got in financial trouble, they're embarrassed. They don't want their kids to know that they are struggling to pay the bills every month. I grew up in a household where my dad was like, no, he was very clear. You can't have that because we don't have the money for it. And then you start learning about budgeting and things like that. But no family, a lot of families just don't talk about it.
Right.
It's uncomfortable.
Man, a lot of families grow up in household where you know what I'm saying, you have to use your kids to make things work. You know what I mean? Like, without putting too much out there, but like it's definitely a tough conversation to have within households and even outside of households. Like, just having financial conversations like this makes people uncomfortable.
Yep.
Like, and I never really, like, for me, it definitely, like, for me, I was uncomfortable because I didn't want to talk about what I didn't have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. That's a good point. I never thought about it that way. Yeah.
And that doesn't make it like, it shouldn't be that you shouldn't want to talk about what you don't have, because talking about it is speaking it into existence.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like, I had to learn that lesson, like I said, at a later age. And as I continue to grow, like, man, I'm like, wow, I wish I would have had these kind of dialects or these kind of conversations at a younger age. I wish I would have known about saving. I wish I would have known about 403B, 401k, all of that jazz. You know what I'm saying? Like, but man,
getting the knowledge though, and when you do get the knowledge though, putting it to use is all that's important.
Right.
And I always say, I always use Morgan Freeman as an example. The actor, we all know who he is, and he didn't become a star until he was almost 45 years old.
And that's one of my, I swear to God, I definitely look up to Morgan Freeman for that reason. Like, he's still grinding, still going hard, still in movies. Like, it's crazy.
Late 70s.
Still making about 110. Stop playing with him.
Exactly.
Like, oh, no joke though.
So patience is the hardest thing right now when you talk about finance. Most people who are in your situation, your age, they don't want to wait.
Right.
They want that money now.
Right.
And investing is a get rich slow business. It's never get rich fast. The only people that get rich quick are the people you see on TV.
Right.
And they're the exception.
And are they really rich though? Because we see them on but we gonna jump into that. We gonna jump into that though.
All right.
But hold that thought real quick.
Okay.
Because I forgot to hit the button, microwave oven over here. But yeah, like so now I'm gonna tell you something that I was taught.
Okay.
As far as financial myths that I was taught growing up.
Okay.
I was taught that go to school, get an education, graduate, you will get a good job. Camera 1, camera 2. Go to school. Graduate. You gonna get a good job. You gonna be rolling in the money. That's one thing I was always taught. I was like, you know what? I gotta get out the hood, man. I'm out here, man.
That's what you're told.
I gotta go get a job. Like, and I did all those things. It was definitely a good message, and
but it doesn't.
It doesn't always It doesn't guarantee that that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You still gotta put in that hard work. You still gotta, you know what I'm saying? You still gotta cross the T's, dot the I's on everything else after college. You know what I'm saying? And even though you may have found your dream job, that doesn't mean that dream job is gonna pay you what you think you deserve to be paid.
That is true. That is true. I'm telling you, and I'm not disparaging, because I know they were in my family. There's a lot of teachers who have that same feeling right now, and they have a lot of college debt.
Right.
And they're not in the most lucrative career. It's probably the most rewarding career, but it's not the most lucrative. And so, what you said, a lot of people think the end of the journey is graduating college, and then they're gonna get rewarded. And that's just the beginning of the grind. Yes.
And
that's a myth.
And honestly, I did want to touch on what you said. What the first thing that you said, as far as something that you were taught, myth that you were taught, was buy the most expensive thing.
Yep.
And I think that comes from a privileged home.
Yes.
That comes from people who understands finances and understands savings, and like I do get that the value of things isn't always in, you know, what you think it is, or like the quality of what you think you're gonna get versus what you actually get. Like, so man,
you got people waste a lot of money that way. I always tell you, it's like you don't buy expensive silverware if you're gonna use it every day. You don't buy the most expensive pots and pans if you're gonna be cooking on them every day, because you're going to ruin those expensive pans. But when you have that mindset that the more it costs, the better it is.
Right.
We waste money a lot. And then you're replacing the most expensive thing. And people just don't think about that. That's why we have a lot of friends, you and I, who they buy an expensive car and they don't realize it costs money to keep that expensive car running.
Hello? Little bro, got a car. What do you do back? Little bro got a car. You know what I'm saying? He forgot he had to pay insurance. Forgot he had to, if he ain't bad off a lot, he had to pay car payments. You know what I'm saying? He had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like those little things you got to pay for a tune-up, oil change, all of that stuff that that you forget about. You know what I mean?
It adds up.
It definitely adds up. It definitely adds up.
What's another myth that you thought that you maybe had with you, even if you didn't learn it when you were young, but you learned it and you found out it was wrong?
Another myth that I was probably taught was let me think, because I honestly, like, I feel like you definitely hit it on the head with the two that you said. Buy it expensive because you know you'll get a better quality, and what was the second one again?
Oh geez, I could give you so many. I think it was credit cards are bad.
Credit cards, credit cards are bad. And that was definitely a big one for me, because something I'm still fighting right now. You know what I'm saying? Something I'm still understanding. Like,
I would think one of the ones I was like, if you're not working hard enough, I
got you.
Yeah, so like one of them, I was like that. If you're not working hard, nothing's happening. If you're not working hard enough, the reason you're not successful is that you're not working hard enough. Right. And we all know that is not true.
And and honestly, I did think of that one as well. It's like along the lines of, you have to work all your life in order to be successful. You have to work multiple jobs in order to, you know what I'm saying, get the things that you want. And that's not realistic. That's not real life. And this is a good transition for why I want you to listen to this video that I have right here. Y'all check this out.
My last question is, what are the greatest financial myths we've been taught in the black community?
The greatest financial myth, I think, is that the harder you work, you know, that's going to lead to success. And it's like, shout out to my bro Wall Street Trapper. He said something that was so profound to me. It's like, coming from working class environments, we all know people that work 2 jobs. Pretty common, right? Even 3 jobs sometimes, overnight shifts. And you really think about it, I never met one person that worked 2 jobs that had more money than somebody that worked 1 job. I never met one person that worked 2 jobs that had money. They still broke. And it's like, the reason is because you're trading your time for money, and that's not really how to get money. You got to have your money work for you. Like, and that's really the greatest myth I think that we've been taught, is like, money doesn't grow on trees. You got to work hard. But
that's it.
It's really crazy, because it's like, nah, not really. Your money has to work hard for you, because the harder you work for money, you're just going to burn yourself out, and you're still going to be broke at the end of the day. So like, I had a friend of mine, I'll never forget, and he was like, this was like 10 years ago, and he's older than me, but he was like probably 30 at the time, and he was like, you know, I wish I would have been a firefighter. And no disrespect, I love firefighters, or, you know, we come from blue class working environments. But the point is, I'm like, why would you want to be a firefighter? Like, it's a dangerous job. He's like, you know, just do a quick 30 years, you get your pension, and you retire. And I'm thinking to myself, like, quick 30, that's your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's how we taught, like, just work a job just to get a pension. But it's like, it's so crazy, because it's like, if you put $6,000 into a Roth IRA for your child at 14 years old, right? And let's say it grows 12%. By the time they're 60 at retirement, there'll be $1.1 million in it. So you could literally make your child a millionaire with $6,000. And now people is literally trading their whole life to get a pension, to retire. You could set your child up for $6,000 when they're 14, have 1.1 million. Like, don't even worry about your retirement. It's already there. Focus on what you want to do in life. How many of us gave up our whole dreams, our whole life to have a pension, to have some security, and we still don't have security? So for me, that's the greatest myth.
I think mine's the same along those lines. It was like every especially from a West Indian standpoint. My parents are Jamaican. It was like, save your money, save your money, save your money. Put it in the bank, save your money. Until you grow and realize, like, the people that you're telling us to save the money with aren't doing that at all.
They invest in your money.
They invest in your money, right? So if you ever try to go to the bank and say, hey, I need 20,000, they're gonna tell you, hey, we need, you got to give us a 2-day warning. We need to know that you're coming to get that type of capital. And it was like, wait, if I have 20,000 in my account, why can't I get it out? It's because they're using the money to invest, right? They're making interest on it, and you're making nothing on it. And so when you start thinking about that, it's like, that can't be the route. So it's along those same lines, invest your money. And Fernando said that to us too. He's probably the first person I had heard say it. I treat every dollar like a worker. If I had to work for you, now you have to go work for me. And so he's like, look, I don't want to be cash rich. I have to have every dollar working. We need to make money every day. And so when you start getting that mindset, like I said earlier, it changes the game for you.
Yep. I like that a lot. And
so yeah, man, like
that was amazing, man. That was amazing. I like that. I mean, that's something everybody that on every podcast that you're involved in.
You can't trade your time for money.
No. And I always, the working hard thing is what I like to hear, because I tell everybody that if a CEO of a company switch place with a chef, so the chef right here that's cooking,
right?
If they switch jobs, I guarantee you the CEO is going to mess up doing a cook's job much quicker than the cook is going to make a bad business decision. Because working hard has no correlation to how much you're paid or what your money is doing. Because a CEO has layers of people helping him, giving him the right information. You and I can run Apple because we got so many people giving us every bit of information that when we get ready to make a yes or no decision, we have all the facts.
Right.
While a cook has to adjust on the fly. They run out of oil, the burner doesn't work, and they keep it moving. And who works harder at the end of the day?
The cook.
And who gets paid significantly?
Shout out to V, by the way. Shout out.
It's amazing.
Shout out to V, by the way.
I'm looking at the screen all the time. The food is amazing here. So seriously, at Loaded Slate, D kills it. Game over.
Going crazy.
Game over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's I love that video. I'm telling you, Tone, that was amazing.
And then from the simple fact of, like we were saying, he said he never known someone that worked 2-3 jobs that are rich or millionaires or doing this. Like,
sacrificing your time for money.
Making your money work for you.
Yes, and that's what we're trying to do.
Making your money work for you. Like, this is like, that's the biggest thing that I kind of like, that I really took from this. Because, you know, they talked about savings and they talked about, you know, save this. That's always been a myth. I've definitely been told it's not something I haven't been doing. Because you got to get to a point where you can save. First and foremost, I just want to point that out. I got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? I can't save shit if I'm out here paying for shit. You hear me? That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
You hear me, doctor? Let me in. Like, but no, like, for the simple fact of them saying, like, I can't just go to the bank and take out $20,000.
Yep.
The bank wants a notice, like, hey, I'm gonna need this money today, because they're using your money to make more money.
Yes.
Make your money work for you. Yep. Don't just work hard for the money.
No, you are right. You are right. That's the whole point of Set the Bar. We're trying to tell you, like, don't be afraid of your money. Get into your money. Understand what it can do for you, not only what you can do to make it. And I think that's what we're trying to show everybody, and I think we're doing it. One of the myths I always tell everybody is I call it the mocha latte myth.
Okay.
Where you hear people all the time say, well, if you saved what you spent on Starbucks,
facts.
You would bet.
Facts. I've heard that before.
I always say this, I disagree with that, because we all have routines. We all got things we do to make ourselves feel better, right?
Agreed.
You go to the gym, work out, you feel that workout high when you get done. You feel like, I did something positive for myself. When you get that latte every day, that's part of your routine. So what if it's $3, $4, all right? It makes you relaxed. You make better decisions. When you are stressed out, when have you made bad decisions financially? It's when you're stressed out. The worst decisions we've all made are when we're
trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, and you're stressing out and you're worried about money. That's when you make a bad decision and put everything on a charge card instead of just saying, nope, I'm gonna stay home tonight. It's always stress. So if you have a little bit of a routine that costs you $10 a week to satisfy and to relax you, you'll make better decisions. I don't have a problem with that. I tell everybody that you can't deprive yourself of every joy to save. Sort of like the video that we watched earlier, is that at some point you have to decide what's important to me and what's gonna make me be the best person that I can be. And so that's why I say sometimes we need to have a little routine. We need to have a little treat for ourselves, or else why are we working? And so that's just one of those things. I think it's a myth that you should always save, because that's what leads to that weird, like, splurge spending, where you're like, why did you buy that? Because I had to buy something.
Right. I had the urge. You know what I'm saying? I had the itch, so I had to scratch it.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I don't know if you heard how I was just sucking the hell out of this drink right here. It's time for a drink break.
It's time for a drink break.
It's time for a drink break.
Because at Set the Bar, we happen to be at a bar.
And, what you drinking on though?
You know, I am drinking your favorite drink, which is it's a Moscow Mule, but it's made with tequila. So
nobody make it like that.
Nobody makes it like
Nobody
that.
make it like that. I just want to point that out. But yeah, it's time for a drink break. And during this drink break, actually, we're going to talk to a few of the customers up front. And we're going to get them to talk to us about some financial worries that they may have or some financial things that they might want to know about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, follow me. Camera 2, come on.
Camera 2. I love it, man.
Camera 2, come on.
No, good show so far. One thing I will say, minimum payments on your credit card is a recipe for disaster. If I can give you one tip, even if it's $5 more, pay more than the minimum every month on your credit card. Another thing I will tell you, whatever credit card you have that's maxed out, cut that thing in half until it's paid down. It's not credit that's bad, it's the interest they charge you that's bad. Bar, so don't
Let me go grab our drink.
Sure, okay, do it.
All right, quiet on the
I
set,
see.
fellas. Quiet on the.
That
Hey,
brewery's
y'all.
coming out now.
We just got our drink. Cheers, fellas. Cheers.
Salud.
You know what I'm saying?
That's serious.
So we just went and grabbed our main man here. Can I get your name again?
Trey.
Trey.
Yep.
We got Trey, and Trey's gonna answer some questions here for Set the Bar. So Trey, for Set the Bar, we like to talk about financial knowns and unknowns, and today we're talking a little bit about everything. I want to ask you though. My question to you is: do you save?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Okay. At what age did you start saving?
Oh man, later than I'd say probably like maybe 3 years ago. So 23 years old, I just started saving.
Okay.
Yeah. 23,
Okay.
Yeah.
And Barney, before I ask you another question, I want this to transition into what you wanted to tell me about as far as saving and.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter how much you save. If
Okay.
you save $10, $20, it don't matter. The key is doing something.
Right.
Just save. It adds up at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I always tell everybody, if I lost $5 today, I'm pissed all day. I'm pissed all day if I lost $5 on the floor. So save $5 if that's all you can save. It doesn't matter. You have to save something.
Right.
And you got the right idea.
Right. And I mean, he said if he lose how much?
$5.
I'm gonna
pissed
say
all
$5.
day. All day.
I was gonna say $1 because I just played pool time, and I see my man Trey at the pool time for a little bit.
I lost all my money.
You lost everything? Oh man,
Not a good investment.
he lost your money.
It's always okay when you lose someone else's money.
Hey Trey, so if you were given $10,000, what would be the first thing you'll spend it on?
First thing,
Yep.
student loans.
Oh.
I pay that off right away.
All right, this is a responsible
Yeah,
answer
I
right
ain't
here.
expect that.
I mean, I'm being honest.
That's good, man.
Hey, I ain't mad at you
Go
for
all
that,
student
Trey.
loans, yeah.
So all of it on student loans.
Yep.
All right, so
Everything.
this is a good paying down debt. There's nothing wrong with that. That's probably one of the best things you could do, Trey. So that's smart thinking.
Right.
What if you were given enough to pay off your student loans, and then on top of that, you had $10,000? Student loans are not an issue. What would be the first thing you did?
I'd go on vacation. I'm being honest.
Where you going?
No, that's what we want.
Where you
We want
going?
to-
Where you
Where are
going?
you gonna go? On 10 G's.
I'm
10
gonna go back
stacks.
to
10 stacks.
I'm gonna go back to Puerto Rico.
That's what's up.
I love that spot.
Oh yeah,
That's what's up.
Beautiful
That's what's
island.
up.
Beautiful island. Okay.
All right, man. Hey, Trey, since you joined us today for Set the Bar segment, man, I definitely want to give you an opportunity to win a shirt.
Okay.
On this game, I like to call Riddle Me That, Tone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
And if you can beat Barney, I definitely want to let you win. You know what I'm saying? This opportunity here.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna hit you with this one right here. A grandfather, 2 fathers, and 2 sons went to the movies together, and everyone bought a movie ticket each. How many tickets did they buy in total?
Oh my God.
A grandfather,
Yeah.
2 fathers, and 2 sons went to the movie together.
Yeah.
Everyone bought a movie ticket.
Yeah.
How many tickets did they buy in total?
Total. I bought 5 tickets.
3 tickets.
Barney got it, man.
Well, explain it to me. I don't know.
Barney, put him on notice, Steve. Put him on notice, Steve.
I'm not gonna put you on notice because
Hey,
I was sort of like this.
Hey,
Three.
it's because he old. Hey, the older you are, the wiser you are.
No, I was sort of
This
like,
is not helping.
No, I'm full of confidence. I was like, 3? I was like, yeah.
No, so why did you get 3?
Well, because the fathers are the sons of the granddad. So that
Hey,
I didn't even think of that.
No,
I did not
honestly,
even
though,
think of that.
I definitely.
Since I have a shirt, I would like to donate my winning.
And I was gonna say, I definitely still appreciate you for joining us for Set the Bar King.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, enjoy your drink, boss. Let's cheers once
Thank
more
you.
before you get up out of here.
Thanks for doing
Hey,
this.
thanks for
Yes,
having me.
sir. Yes, sir. We'll see you out there after we're done.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
That's awesome.
I would have sat there and said 0. I said nobody got anything.
All right, you know that,
Nah, we in here.
We in here.
Yeah.
We in here. Now we got Mike on deck. We got Mike on deck.
We got Magic Mike up.
Magic. Oh, Magic.
You like this? You
Boy,
like
you
this?
like you freaky.
Confidence.
Hey, y'all, quiet on set. Quiet on set.
Yeah. Hold on.
Quiet. We got some other. Hey. I know. We gotta be quiet on set. Quiet on set.
I'll take it.
All right.
All right, man.
Your turn. Now, go ahead.
So you know,
I'm still waiting to say my answer.
I know. You've been waiting.
I've been waiting for this question.
for which one? The savings or from the last the riddle? You had
No. He's waiting for what he's gonna do with his money.
Yes, I was tiptoeing over there like waiting to say.
Oh, okay. Well. So if you were given $10,000.
Oh, that's not enough. We were talking about 100K.
Oh, okay. Let's go 100. Let's go 100.
Let's
Let's go 100. Wow. If you
No
were given
student loans, and you
No
were given
student
$100,000 right here.
cash in your hand.
What's the first thing you're gonna spend it on?
Hey, quiet on
I'll be
set.
honest with you,
Quiet
I'm
on
gonna
set.
invest. Like,
Okay.
that's my go-to answer.
You're gonna
100%.
invest?
I'm invest.
You gonna pay?
Invest in what in particular?
In particular, I mean, like, you got, just
In
look
the
at
market.
Look at the value in the market. Like, 100%.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Definitely would.
Hey, do
invest.
you invest right now?
Do I invest right now?
Yeah. And what platforms are you using
Like
to invest?
by platforms, mean are you like using 401k at work?
Yeah,
or you
no,
using
no.
things like
Like,
that?
no. I use like Robinhood.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. Like
Yeah.
what platforms as far as apps, as far as
Yes.
I recently just got off Robinhood. I don't know if you seen what happened 2 weeks ago.
No.
With
Oh,
GameStop.
yeah, with GameStop, yeah, with GameStop,
Yeah,
yeah, no. I sat there in bed, I was calculating, I was like, I fucked up, I should have got on that.
I was like, no, you good. I was on the same shit, man.
Yeah, I sat in bed, I was like, man, if I just put like $10 in, I would have had like this much.
Right.
Why?
Right.
GameStop, for real, like.
Definitely
Let's bring it back
was,
to the 90s, because I love GameStop.
man, bro. Definitely was breaking the internet though 2 weeks ago.
Quick question for you. What would you say when you were growing up? Your parents talk about money, they teach you about the value of money, or did you just sort of learn on your own?
Nah, my dad's a money man.
Okay.
He's a money man.
So you learned good habits.
When I was like 8, he literally like gave me like he like made this piggy bank and it had like all this different stuff in it. It's like, here's money to save it. Here's money like to go to church, like to invest in church. Here's money to like
he had it laid
invest.
out.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
See? It's a
Like,
foundation.
It was like multiple. It was like multiple
Yeah.
piggy banks in one, but everything was like set aside to like describe like, all right, money to spend on like things for you, money to like save up for the rest of your life, money to like give
Damn,
back to
that's
God. You
excellent.
know?
So at a young age, you was taught savings. You were taught,
Make your money work for you.
Exactly.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. So now it's your turn. Unless you got another question
No,
for
that
me.
was awesome.
Now it's your turn
Riddle.
for the riddle me that, Tone.
I want to tell you right now, I'm not getting.
You're not good at the riddle. Is it because it's because you drinking a White Claw?
Yeah.
You don't even want to know what
Don't
happened.
sneak
this
up
morning,
on you.
do
Don't
you?
sneak up on you. They taste like nothing.
I gotta ease into the day. Right? I gotta ease in.
All right. Well, I'll give you an
Trainer
easy.
saying
I'll give you an easy one.
Okay.
That's probably not gonna help.
All right.
Try.
Look. You can phone in a friend.
Yeah, you got a lifeline. You
I
can call a
don't
friend.
trust nobody.
You don't try. Oh, come on, man. All right. So here's your question.
All right, we'll try.
If it takes 6 people 9 hours to build a barn, how long would it take 12 people to build the same barn?
1 day.
If it takes 6 people 9 hours
Someone's hands trying to think I've ever heard in my life. Don't
to build a barn,
Who's that one
He's
day?
getting this wrong.
How long will it take 12 people to build the same barn?
I mean, I just want to cut it in half, but like, I know that's not right.
I don't know this one.
Look, Barty ain't gonna get this one. You got look. If you give me a number that's similar,
like, I'm good at math, but I know at the same time it's not right. Like,
look, whoever closest, I would say you win. If you closer to him, you
4.5 hours.
No, stop. It's just my answer, bro. You do that.
All right, he went 4.5. What you got?
My God, can you repeat the question?
I was gonna
Cheers. If it takes 6 people 9 hours to build a barn, how long will it take 12 people to build that same barn?
Is this like an hour's answer?
Okay.
Is this like an out, like...
Yeah.
Just guess.
I'm struggling.
No, I'm putting it, I'm investing my time into this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just like I invest my money, I gotta invest my time into this.
And this is why I set the bar.
Like, for real, like, we gotta get on this.
Okay. Okay, what you got?
But he stole my answer, so now I gotta rethink it. Oh, man.
I did steal his answer.
You did, because I
Y'all want to go with the same answer?
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't.
you
Because,
don't?
because I know his answer ain't right.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you it ain't right. So
I know it's not right.
Okay.
All right.
That's just hurtful.
And then I'm over here saying 3 hours or something like that. Like,
Well, look.
3 hours.
Well, look.
Yeah.
You gonna go ahead and win with
All right,
3
there's-
hours, but the real answer is 0.
I was about to say 0. I always say 0 for every.
If it took 6 people 9 hours to build a barn,
Okay.
Yeah.
how long would it take 12 people to build that same barn?
It's already done.
It's already
It's already
done.
done.
Oh, hey.
Cheers, fellas.
Yeah.
Mike, you just been put on notice.
All right.
No, I want this. You want to keep them in.
All right, come on, then.
It's not dude.
I said, come on, then.
Come on,
Okay.
in.
Okay, it could be dude.
Billy.
Gary, Terry. From the confluence. Oh wow, this is
Called
great.
Bartholomew.
Okay, so we're sitting here with Mr. Bartholomew. If that's how you say it. That's how you say it.
Yeah,
Mr.
let's call you Bart.
We'll call him Bart. We're sitting here with Bart. Hey, Bart. Cheers. Cheers. I know we're at the bar, Bart. So, what are you drinking on today?
This.
What is this?
Fucking lit.
Okay, Bart. Bart. Do you save?
Do I save?
Do you save money?
When you work, you
Do
save.
Bart.
Yeah.
Yes, I save money.
Okay. At what age did you start saving?
Exactly.
Okay. Bart's new to this. We're true to this. So.
I'm speaking the truth.
Oh, okay. So.
I'm speaking the truth.
Okay, I feel you. So, do you believe saving is important?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So when
Heck yes.
you get in a
Yes.
we're at a bar.
We're in
We're at a bar with Bart.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Okay, Bart. Well, clearly he ain't gonna answer no questions, right? So let's just see if he can get a riddle. Riddle. Bart. This one. This is an old one, but a good one.
Okay.
It's 30 cows in the field.
30 cows.
30 cows in the field.
Like the milk
cows. You
milk
got
cows?
your milk cows.
And
Okay.
28 chicken.
And 20. Damn, that's farm.
Yeah. How many didn't?
How many didn't?
Yeah. How many did not?
And are we like talking accent or not?
How many did not?
I don't know. Well, 30 cows did not have sex with 28 chicken. Maybe they did though, actually.
Thank God for
Maybe.
editing.
No, we leave it all it is. Hey, Bartholomew. Hey. This y'all people, Wisconsin. This y'all people.
You might want a real person from Wisconsin. You got one.
Hey, Bartholomew, what time is it?
Any more riddles?
Well, Bartholomew, hey, I appreciate you for joining us
Oh,
today.
that was a quick exit.
Yeah. Get them in, get them out. You know what I'm talking about?
The first two guys were good. They were
Yeah,
good.
they definitely interesting feedback from one that has come up in a family that he's been taught
Yes.
the
to
things.
save.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What?
That was impressive
Right.
when he said his dad set him up with a bank.
4 different piggy banks.
Yeah.
Huh?
That was impressive. I
Yeah,
like that.
that's definitely impressive.
And he's
man.
that guy, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Huh? But no, honestly though, that was dope. our first little giveaway right here.
Yeah, I like that.
Set the bar.
At the bar.
The thing is, when you at the bar, B, you can't predict.
You can't predict. It's unpredictable. It's like life.
You can't predict.
It's like
You know
the
what I'm saying?
financial market.
How some people go at it,
You cannot.
But no, I thought that was still good. You know
Yes,
what I'm
me
saying?
too.
It's still good.
Yep.
But, now we're going to move from that conversation to the Insta world versus instant reality.
Yes.
I know this is something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
As far as living bubbly.
Yeah, because everybody's trying to, I'm old, we used to call it flossing. Everybody's trying to live that bubbly life.
The good life.
Yeah. But the problem with that is that it's not really attainable for most people because it's not realistic. And so Tone and I had a conversation about 2 weeks ago when we were having dinner, and I brought up to him, I was like, what is it like to live that life? What is it like? How much does it cost to live like you see on Instagram?
Right.
So I took a person here in Milwaukee, and I followed their Instagram for an entire week. And
I'm sorry. Before you continue, I just want to say what you mean by what does it look like to live like someone on Instagram.
So on Instagram, you see a lot of times you'll see influencers, and they'll show you where they're eating, they'll show you where they're buying their clothes, they'll show you something they just bought in their house, and they're showing you this fantastic, perfect life,
right? Where
every brunch is just 4 different items that they have in front of them, and they're showing you at dinner that they're eating all of this unbelievably done food.
Right.
And I just say, if you want to live like that and you envy that life, you're going to go spend money like that.
Facts.
And that can really get you in a lot of trouble. And so I just wanted to see, how much does it really cost, Tone? And then Tone and I were at dinner and we were talking about it, and we were both like, I don't know.
Right.
So I followed an Instagram influencer, supposedly, from here in Milwaukee. And I won't say their name or anything because we don't want to.
We ain't trying to put them on notice.
We're not trying to talk any smack. But I followed them for 10 days.
Okay.
And every time they posted something where they were at a restaurant or anything, I would go and see what that menu item cost. And I would add it all up. And at the end of 10 days, my bill was at $2,800.
Sheesh.
So think about that. This is someone who's showing me what they're doing every day.
Just from meals.
Just from meals, but then they're also showing going to the store today and bought these pants and doing this and went to Lululemon and bought this, and it's
which I don't know if y'all know, everything at Lululemon go by the hundo. Woo. By the hundo.
Taxing like the government.
Man. Yeah. I bought a beanie from there 2 years ago. About $50 for a beanie.
Still has it. Doesn't even like it, but he won't
I
go
lost
away.
it. I lost it, B. I don't even know where it's at. $50 gone. Anyway.
And that's my whole point, is that we are told and that the only way to be happy is to consume.
Right.
The reason that we all love Amazon so much is because if I want something, I can find it and it's there in 2 days. And really the big thing I'm trying to say out of all this is that live the life that makes you happy, not the one that you see on TV that you think will make you happy.
It's the world. Instant, reality.
Yes. Drove me crazy just seeing. When I started adding things up, I looked at when Tone and I would if we go get something to eat, between the two of us it's $25.
Facts. Plus.
I'm seeing people spending $200 on a brunch. That's just not realistic. And when you go try to recreate that life, you're still going to pay that bill.
Right.
Now your $200 that you don't have, you spent to go live bubbly on a Sunday. And then Monday comes back and reality hits you in the face.
Do you think social media sets us up for failure in the sense that, it pretty much make us want to keep up with the Joneses?
Yes, I do believe. I think that's one of the issues we have right now, and all of us, myself included, is that everything is microwave. You don't want to wait. No patience. You want everything now. I want
that microwave success. Yeah.
Yes.
Put it in 2 minutes, it's ready.
Yep.
I talked about this. Shout out to the boy Promise, man, from, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Boy Promise. I was gonna say V100.7, but he no longer with the.
We all moved.
He with Hot 105.7. I think that's it. I think that might be it. But shout out to Promise because he did give me this analogy in the sense of microwave success versus oven success or cooking. In the simple fact that when you prepare a meal. I know I might slaughter this, Promise, so forgive me. But when you're preparing a meal, you actually putting the ingredients together. You know what I'm saying? There's steps to how you do it.
Yes.
And then not only that, you have leftovers.
Yes.
Versus when you put something in the microwave, you don't really got no leftovers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you can continue to eat.
That's
There's
true.
nothing that you know what I mean? So that definitely
true.
that resonated with me. So yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying there.
We always make a joke in my industry that most investors They hate instant coffee because they want their coffee now. And patience is a virtue.
It's my money and I need it now.
Yes. We always say that anything good is worth waiting for. I believe that we all know that. I don't think any of us have ever had anything that's been really positive in our lives that happened like that.
Right.
You always work up to it.
Right.
So that's the thing. Being patient is the biggest thing I would say when it comes to saving your money, investing your money, and managing your money. Be patient. You're not going to be perfect today. Just have it in your mind that you need to start saving, you need to do something. That's the first step.
Man, B, you know, as we finna wrap it up right now, man, I definitely want you to give us your final notice. What's the final thought for today?
You know what? I'll talk it. Patience. Patience is not the ability to wait. It's the ability to have a positive attitude while you're waiting for success. That's what patience is.
Huh? Hey, there y'all have it, man. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's the boy, Mr. B. You're saying, toast, cheers. One more time. Shout out to Lotus Slate. I appreciate y'all. Now
Watcha TONE. Thank you.
Watch what?
Watcha TONE.
Now we about to get some food, man. Continue to follow. Hit that subscribe button. And y'all just been put on notice.